Hello, this is the avatar called Jules. This video is a slightly more advanced one that uses concepts that I've covered in previous videos on spiral dynamics. In case you want some more background explanation of terms that I use in this video, I've included a link to the Consciousness Progression and Spiral Dynamics playlist in the description box. Consciousness progression is fractal. This is already modeled in one dimension with Ken Wilber's developmental lines. Each developmental line goes through the same stages of consciousness. As you develop your lines, you develop your whole consciousness. I cover this in more detail in the lines of development video. But I think that consciousness progression is fractal in another dimension too. I've noticed that we can divide each spiral dynamics stage into 6 substages or phases that match up very well with the 6 stages of Tier 1. Beige stage, for instance, can be viewed as having its own 6 phases. Beige phase of beige, purple phase of beige, red phase of beige, blue phase of beige, orange phase of beige, and green phase of beige. Then purple stage has its own version of these 6 phases. Beige phase of purple, purple phase of purple, red phase of purple, blue phase of purple, etc. This continues in Tier 2 as well. For instance, beige phase of yellow, purple phase of yellow, red phase of yellow, blue phase of yellow, orange phase of yellow, and green phase of yellow, where these are the definitions of each phase. Beige, this is the, oh shit, the rug just got pulled out from under me and I have no idea what's going on phase. All the rules have changed, but you don't yet know what they are, and you're just trying to survive. Purple, you're starting to see the shapes of things, but it's all super mysterious. Based on your severely limited experience thus far, you're trying to guess at the rules, and you're essentially coming up with superstitions instead. You're also seeking camaraderie in this strange new land. Red, wild trial and error time, trying things to see what happens. Don't tell me what to do. I can figure this out on my own. Nobody understands what I'm going through anyway. It's time to look out for number 1. Blue, okay, that didn't work and I stubbed my toe. Can somebody please tell me what the rules are now? If you can't find or acquire guidance that you can trust, you start getting very methodical about figuring out the rules of this reality and following them, even if you don't understand them yet. Orange, now you're understanding why the rules are the way they are. You've finally got the hang of this. You can even show other people the ropes. Green, and now you're sick of it. You see all the problems that this whole stage is causing, and you're looking for something new. It's sort of like each stage has its own path of mastery. Obviously, these 6 phases gain more sophistication as development progresses. The orange phase of beige stage is going to be pretty rudimentary, whereas the orange phase of green stage is going to be much more analytical, since by this point the person or group has gone through all of orange stage proper and therefore has the capacity for logic. And then the orange phase of yellow is going to be at least an order of magnitude more complex than anything in Tier 1. Previously, in the How to Progress in Consciousness Part 1 video, I talked about 3 phases within each stage. I think in that video I called them early, middle, and exit, or something like that. But I'm finding that using this higher granularity of 6 phases, along with the much deeper understanding afforded by matching them up with the Tier 1 stages, is helping me to be able to navigate each stage with much more confidence. I feel like with this model, I can recognize much more easily from within a stage what flavors of experience I should expect to go through and in what sequence, where exactly I am currently, which way is backward and which way is forward, and roughly how much territory I have yet to cover before I exit this stage and have the rug pulled out from under me again. For example, right now, I appear to be going through coral stage for the second time. The first time, I went through teal and even a little ways into plum before backtracking to do a little more work in yellow and turquoise. Now I'm back in coral as I work my way forward again. Where I'm at right now in coral stage feels very red-blue flavored. I now recognize what the rules of coral stage are, and I can see that they're good for me, but there's still a significant part of me that's feeling rebellious and wants to try to do it my way. Using this 6-phase model is helping me see that that's what's going on. So I now know what I need to do. I need to dive deeper into the red phase of coral, either by throwing caution to the wind and trying things my way some more until I stub my toe enough, or by really taking a hard, honest look at the consequences that I've already faced so that I recognize that I've already stubbed my toe enough so that I want to move into the blue phase. This model is also helping me see exactly what I missed on my first trip through coral. I did the beige phase, the purple phase, and some of the red phase pretty well, but I only did a tiny bit of the blue phase, the orange phase, and the green phase. It's like I sped through those. So it makes perfect sense that this time through coral, I sped through beige, purple, and much of red, and am now hanging out in this red-blue territory, because this is the work that I haven't yet done in coral.